So here's a look at the stitch we're going to be crocheting today. Now this is stitch number 15 for our Tunisian sampler throw. So there's the front view, and here is the back view. And then if you can't really see it in this blue yarn, here's the lighter sample. And there we go. For those of you making the 8x8 square, it's going to be a chain of 30, so it's even multiples. If you're using any other project or whatever, just even multiples. There we go. I said it twice. I'm sorry. All right, so we're going to make our slip knot and then our chain. I'm just going to make a really short chain. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8 will do because it's a really simple stitch. It's actually really awesome. All right, so once you have your chain, you just cast on a regular foundation row, and we're going to kind of speed through this since we've done the foundation row in all of the other videos so far. Well, I say that, but I think I stopped showing you the foundation row in what, video number like 5 perhaps? Anyway, if you don't know how to do it, you insert your hook into the stitch, yarn over, and pull up a loop like that. This stitch uses a regular return pass, so it's just yarn over, pull through 1, and then yarn over, pull through 2 until you are left with just 1 loop on your hook. So this is going to be a 1 row repeat. We're going to crochet the foundation row and then rows 1 through 23 because it's a really tall stitch. So you only need 23 rows and then your bind off. So total of 25 rows if you want to look at it that way, if you're counting the foundation and bind off as part of the row count. All right, so this begins with a purl 2 together. So we're going to purl these 2 stitches. So you always skip the first vertical stitch, you have it on your hook, you go to the next 2. So for the purl, it's a yarn over in the front, insert your hook behind the top leg of that second vertical stitch, the third vertical stitch, and then you release your yarn, pull it under, yarn over, and pull through 2, like so. And now to maintain stitch count, we have to cast on another stitch. So you're going to insert your hook into not the chain space necessarily, but the space in between the vertical stitches, which I guess you can also call the chain space. But in this space right here, insert your hook, yarn over, pull up a loop. And now you just repeat. So purl 2 together, release this, yarn over, pull through 2, and then insert your hook into this chain space to cast on another loop. And then we purl 2 together. So there's 1, here's 2, pull that under, yarn over, and there we go. And then cast on into this chain space right here, and then cast on into the final stitch of the row. You should end up with the same number of loops as stitches that you cast, or what is it, crocheted at the beginning. So if it was 8, then it's 8 loops. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we're set. Woohoo! And now you're going to use a regular return pass. So just yarn over, pull through 1, and then yarn over, pull through 2, 2, 2, until you are left with just the 1 loop on your hook. And that's it. So from here on out, you're just repeating the same process. So this is what it looks like from row 2 on. So you're going to have this long vertical stitch and then one that's shorter. You're still going to do the same process. So it's a purl using these 2 vertical stitches. So vertical stitch number 2, vertical stitch number 3, and you release your yarn, yarn over, and pull up a loop. And then in the chain space right over here, you're going to insert your hook and cast on 1, and then you repeat. So purl 2 together, and right in here. Purl 2 together, and right in here. And it's important to not forget this last cast on. I did that a few times. I got so comfortable because it's such a simple stitch. I got really, really comfortable just crocheting that I kept forgetting this last one. And then before I knew it, I ended up with this piece that was like that. I was like, what happened? Yeah, that. I forgot this because I really just stopped paying attention. So don't do that. All right, so here we go. So we got our 8 loops and then just a regular return pass. Now, since this stitch is really truly that simple, I'm going to stop here and I'm going to show you how to do the bind off. Now the bind off is going to be kind of a continuation of what we've been doing with the purl 2 together, but you're going to end it in a single crochet. So we're going to purl the first 2 vertical stitches together. So that's vertical stitch number 2, vertical stitch number 3. We purl them, and once you have the 2 loops on your hook, you just yarn over, pull through 2. And then you're going to cast on right in here. So it's just a cast on with a single crochet. So cast on, single crochet, and then purl 2 together, and single crochet, and cast on into this space here, and single crochet, and then purl, single crochet, and then single crochet here, and single crochet in this final stitch of the row. Oh look, we barely made it to the knot on the yarn. This knot has been there since, I don't know, video number 3, and I just haven't gone through to remove it. I should probably do that before I continue. All right, anyway, here. We got the chain just to make the small knot at the bottom. You cut your yarn, weaving your tail ends, and there you go. I will have to make a bigger, I'm gonna have to make a bigger sample so you guys can actually see it in the thumbnail. So I'll do that. But that's it. Again, it's just a 1 row repeat, chain 30. You're gonna do foundation row, 23 rows, bind off, and there you go, that's it.
For more crochet fun, you can join me on Mondays when I do YouTube live crochet alongs, and this is Monday noon Eastern Standard Time. Yeah, you can ask questions, you can work with us, you can help design new patterns, so it'll be lots of fun. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you all again in the next video.